Got to get to this, y'all. You know what I mean? This is one of the reasons y'all here. Champion. Goodz the Animal. How you doing, man?
What's up, sir?
I got to expose you. No one knows the secrets and what's going on. Shout out to Calico. Cal was right. Goodz. Your dad is white, bro.
What are we doing, Goodz?
Right now. We got to do this now. Goodz, your dad is white, and Mark is your brother. Let's talk about it. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Mark is your brother.
I am 25% Italian, too.
See, that's what I'm saying. We unfolded the secrets.
I heard Goodz say that, so, you know.
Notice he always picks Goodz 2-1. He's very supportive of Goodz. I think he has a pair of slick walks as well. This is your brother, Goodz. You lied to the battle rap.
What up, bro? What up, bro?
Calico was right. Caught you red-handed, man. Up there lying in interviews, man. He lied to your face.
That's my brother. It's my brother. What up, Goodz?
He lied to you, man. LTPR, he lied to you. Put an update out there right now. Calico is 100% right. Just say it.
Shout out to Cal, too. I don't know who leaked that info, man. It wasn't me. Goodz, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'm joking around, man. Shout out to Calico. Good, very entertaining battle.
I love this battle, man.
From the first to the third, they gave us something to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Straight through. Amazing battle for me. Great battle for me. Pardon me. I like how you feel before I get into who I thought won.
Yeah, I mean, this is a matchup that, you know, is right up my alley, right in my wheelhouse. Two vets going at it on a big card, you know. Well into their career, you know, they're both of them have storied careers. You know, they came up slightly at different times, but both top tier battlers, you know, for back in the day, so to speak, going at it. And I think they delivered, man. I think you got what we wanted from Goodz. Yeah. We're like, we need this little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I think he gave that to us. He said, if you don't want to hear about the money, the door's right there. But then he also gave us that street aspect and kind of, I feel like he learned. Remember we were talking about how to marry those two? I feel like he did a pretty good job at that. Calico's first round angle, whether you like it or not, again, even like Goodz said, it was executed pretty well.
It was mad entertaining.
Yeah, it was. Mad entertaining. Uncle Bradley. Goodz, we got to talk to Uncle Bradley. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was Uncle Bradley. No, there were some great bars in every round from each of these guys. I was highly entertained. Highly.
Do we want to do a little bit? Because I feel like this is one of the close ones.
We can do a little bit.
Calico on the line saying, "Yo, I won." Goodz, I'm like, "I won clear." I see back and forth, so I'm like, "Okay." I mean, I already my winner, so I feel like it didn't change yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like we didn't get no verification on whether this brother Goodz and maybe wait for these two, I don't know. So maybe that'll help out, you know, influence the opinion. But I got it how I got it first watch and I transcribed a little bit. But Goodz out the gate in the first. I feel like I'm driving in my credit score. I thought that was fire.
Oof,
fire. Spin the block for a headshot. I'm a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? And this is the bar that I feel like Court made him catch momentum and traction. For the people for everybody that's watching, I'm in something extra white with your chick in it.
Fire.
Something simple.
Fire.
Something simple like
simple
that.
but hard.
Yeah.
Simple but hard. And that's a line that Goodz would say too. You know, it's like it fits the description of like his kind of like lyricism right there. You know, so I thought that was fire. Yeah, he had a great first round. I don't know if it was his best round of the battle, but I think it was a solid first round.
I think we can get into it now. I think his best round may have been. Let me just make sure. It may have been the third for me.
Second and third were good. I'm going to say third probably is his best round.
Yeah, I think his third was better than the first.
Yeah, I think he definitely rode uphill in this battle for sure.
But Calico in the first, and of course there's more bars to. We're not saying every bar that they
we're not saying every bar. Y'all saw the battle.
You saw the battle. We ain't
or if you didn't, go get the pay-per-view.
Get the pay-per-view. Spend your money, man. Go ahead, man. All right, so Calico in the first. He mentioned the angle about the pops being white.
Tried to hide him is hilarious, by the way. I just think he tried to hide him. I was like, this is great. This is great.
And that's like made me think a little deeper. Like,
tried to hide him is crazy.
If your dad was white, like, would you want to hide that? Like, that's not even with everything that's going on in the culture. Is that a bad thing if your dad is white? So I'm not. Isn't that would he even care to hide? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. He said you put stuff in your hair to make it look nappy. Thought that was hilarious. Now he had an 850 when he cut out his umbilical cord.
That was one of the lines of the round right there.
Yeah.
knowing he had an 850 when he cut his umbilical. That was fire.
And then I think, let me see if I skipped, because this is one of the lines of the first round period. The Wizards, the shooter and the driver, Jordan Poole. Then he got into this pocket where he's doing a max out again. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, ARP said the corporate card out, but the max out again.
Rapping ability, man. Cal again, one of the best rappers in the game to me. I had the first round, the Calico.
First round, I also gave the Calico. I mean, he definitely had some. He can rap in these pockets. So hard to even put bars down for him. I know we always say that in a Cal battle, but he had the funeral going to be filled with 40s, dreadheads, and jail tats. Like that's not really a bar that you want to write down, but you can that was the type of pocket he was in.
When you get to the second round, I really didn't transcribe anything. I'm just listening like this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's got a good flow. So I have Calico up 1-0 right now.
How you call the second? Talk to me.
Second round was close, man. The second round was definitely close. I've watched it back a couple of times, so I have broken this down a little bit more. But Goodz in the second round. But I got paid for you. I can pay you to go battle another person.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. He had to leave blood all over this blue room. Let's make it a gang war. Then he was getting into his boss angle, boss-ish. Put them calls in from an office. Make believers can't make a leader. I thought that was fire. But one of the big ones was you can tell I'm getting money. I'm sure you can smell it when I walk in the room.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
Cal, you sold about 4 quarters. Who you keep it a buck with?
Oh yeah, but the business loan bar was fire too.
Yeah.
About to take out a business loan and buy me a brick.
Hold on, you might be his brother.
I'm just saying, because I'm performing too.
Hold on,
Pop it out of my.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Hold on. We read the bars. Cal, I don't know.
You could tell when Goodz he's got this when he starts breathing real heavy and getting into it, he's kind of jumping out of his So when you know he's in that,
he's moving to
he started performing a little bit more.
He's feeling himself a little bit. The confidence was definitely there.
Cal in that second too, though.
Cal in that second again. But this is where it gets interesting and it creates dialogue for everybody that's trying to decide who won the battles, because he's doubling down on your dad being white.
Right, you thought I was going to leave this angle?
Take me to deep waters. Out the gate in the second, he addresses the Jim's fight, and it pretty much went to nigga right. You the guy that hit the other nigga because you couldn't think of your next line. Yeah. And then again, the second half of his verse in the second, which I didn't transcribe, but I pretty much tell you what it was. When you had performance tonight, when you had bar tonight, when you did this, when you did that, when you did, and I thought that pocket right there.
Yeah, you about to be a blogger for life. What Mount Rushmore you been on?
Come on,
what class performance you had?
That was fire.
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't need the angle. I feel like that he could have kept it, because I think nobody would be questioning.
He could have mentioned it. I don't know if he really had to go that far for it, because it kind of overpowered I guess some of the other material, but.
I think he didn't need it, and I think he's fire without it, period, because I think his round heated up once he left the angle low-key.
Yeah, Ice Goodz, I'm keeping him fresh. I'm showing that a dream can work. He was talking. That was that pretty boy, I pick up a girl and keep her caged in. Something, fix up a girl, leave her at the Days Inn, something crazy like that. I mean, he was definitely talking in that second.
I had a slight edge to Goodz in the second round for me.
Man, we're agreeing too much. I got Goodz also slightly in the second.
Yeah.
I liked a few of his lines just a little bit better. But yeah, I got Goodz slightly in the second round. So 1-1.
That's what happens in battle rap.
I know.
I feel like everybody should try to have their greatest round in the third, because somehow, some way, the whole community does the, hey, now it's 1-1 going into the third. I'm gonna do a video on this, how the third round is more impactful than the first and the second, perception-wise. Not for me, I count everything, in accordance, but I think for the community, the third round is the most powerful.
It's the last thing you remember. It's the last thing you're left with. I mean, that's why That's why I like closers in every round. If you end a round with a fire closer and not a half-ass slogan, sometimes it helps,
Shout out to Brissy watching the second debatable. Listen, if you got Cal,
second is debatable. Second is debatable.
I'm not here to argue with none of y'all. Y'all got it. If you got whoever wins, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But how you call the third round now?
Third round. This is where I said in the beginning. I think Goodz kind of wrote uphill. And Calico, I don't want to say he rode downhill, but I think the third round was probably, if you had to pick his weakest round, I would say Calico's third is his weakest round.
First might have been his best. If I'm not mistaken, pardon me. I think his first might have been his best.
I'm not mad at that. His second was good too. That's why that second's debatable. So first and second were really good. Third, but he had moments in the third too. But if you want to start with Goodz in the third, he had the few things I think about when you guys rap. I don't hear you, and I don't care to.
It's a slogan at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I could affirm that you can pay for that later. I thought that was crazy. He's stepping with his shoes untied. He's a big stepper, but how you stepping with your shoes untied?
Wait, is it calcium in the third?
Yeah, calcium. He was milking the cheese for the battles. Calcium.
Come on, good.
I know.
Better than that. Yeah. Calzone was fire though.
The calzone was fire. That was in the same round. Yep.
Then the haymaker of the third, you black and you don't own nothing. He pretty much broke down. Hitman conceded him. He got a store of colognes.
Good setup though. That's a good setup to a.
Black, you don't own nothing.
Yeah. Big truck with a ladder in it, running into the smoke like a firefighter. I thought that was fire. But yeah, I think that was his. Calico came to Atlanta to yell landslide. I came to Atlanta to buy some land and slide. I like that talk, man. I like it.
What you have for Cal in the third?
Cal in the third. I mean, the beginning of his round had like a weird slip up kind of situation, but it wasn't anything that
But they said someone was at the door.
Yeah, there was a lot of distractions in this battle.
A lot of battle rappers, so
There's
at the door.
Come on, when the battle starts, get inside the freaking venue, man. Come on.
At the door. You know what I mean? Salute to the guy at the door.
He said there's a shortage of the real, but there's a plethora of loose lips.
Yeah.
He's getting into that type of talk. Then he had, like you said, you're not going to kind of transcribe the whole thing, but he had the tap and Zellum. Go ahead and yap. I got a trap at. He was going into that pocket again. We're gonna call Goodz funny Goodz, talking about his mama and how he laughed when Charlie Clips said something specific about somebody's mom.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's just hilarious. Once I'm gonna keep going back to this. When Cal said his dad is white, you see, I feel like DNA tweeted. I don't know. Clips might have said something like, "Yo, I'm not white." But he hits this angle all three. So I mean, I think that's the reason why people question it.
Yeah, he's like,
with all three.
I see you supporting designer clothes. That's your people's. That's
your people's.
Those kind of lines make me laugh. But yeah, it was a good round. Bronny James don't got the heart. Think it's a game. Press start. I actually had Goodz kind of clear in the third though.
I had Goodz in the third as well.
Yeah, so
I think if I'm not Goodz clear in the third. Cal clear in the first, the second being close. I edged Goodz in the second.
Yeah, so we kind of had it the same way on this one. So
that's how I had it. But overall,
2-1 Goodz, but yeah, fire
battle.
Absolutely.
The next up was Big K.
Oof, the dog.
Versus Young Ill. Champion. We remain here. It's your boy Jay Black, a.k.a. Black Man. Shake my hand. We have Mr. Shake the Building in the building.
You here? How you doing, sir?
I'm
it's your
doing
boy Mark
right,
Jam
man.
Go. If you ain't, no, we here.
I'm trying to make it happen, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's get straight to this, man. The blue room. How you feel? I broke down a few things. I said a few things already, so I'll let you go at it first.
Max out 3 in the blue room. I mean, first and foremost, shout out to ARP.
Salute to ARP.
Shout out to the whole RB staff, Wing, to Lawrence. Yeah, everybody.
The first 4 or 5 battles was done. So
This was Ruin Your Day again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so shout out to them for the shot. Everything was clean and crisp for the most part. Not really any issues to discuss, pay-per-view wise. I give it like 8.5, 9 out of 10. I thought it was pretty much up there. I mean, there wasn't much to complain about. If I had to nitpick, because they're going to be like, well, you didn't say this about that event. You got to say there was a lot of battles, but they did move it fairly quickly. I didn't get a chance to watch all the preliminary ones, but the main card was fire. I mean, they even threw a surprise one in there for us, and I mean, you could say the surprise one was the battle of the night. You could argue that. You could argue it.
I'll argue differently, but
you could. I'm just saying, hypothetically. Hypothetically, I mean, they put on. You had a vintage B Magic and a crazy Arsenal, and you know, even the battles that people were unsure about, like a Calico and Goodz, where did this battle come from? Are they both over the hill? Do we really need to see this now? You could argue that battle of the night. And then you got the ticket seller at the end, Hitman Holla and Ill Will.
Put on the show.
Yeah, they put on a show. I mean, Verb and A-Ward, I mean, I know we're going to get to that. Another battle of the night contender. You know, I mean, I thought it was an excellent event overall.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see more events in the Blue Room. Want to see a few other battlers that haven't made it there yet also. So, I mean, that's something we could discuss, you know, in another episode. But, yeah, I thought the event was great.
I thought the event was fire. I carried the same sentiments. I already said it in the spaces. I think 8.59 for the event.
Okay.
A dope overall event. Love the aesthetic as always, the Blue Room. The battles as well, for the most part. We'll get into the ones that's like I'm not crazy about, but for the most part, the top 4 that you really paid.
Oh, yeah. The one that you paid for?
The one that you paid, that 75, we paid 60. You know, because again, we got our stuff in advance. A lot of people complaining.
We follow the signs, you know. They say the price.
Kept saying the price goes, okay,
we paid 60,
you know
60
so
piece.
We didn't pay the 75. That's on y'all. Next time y'all should learn, like, yo, this is what it is. Just buy early, buy in advance. You see what it is. We gave y'all one for that. But the top 4, oh man, at one point during A-Verb, 2 points during A-Verb and A-Ward, got off my seat, type crazy.
Likewise,
yes.
likewise.
But I'm gonna say this though, and I was saying this before. Blue Room was fire, but I essentially believe Hall as well. So I get
Do
it.
you believe?
Do you? So I'm probably the only one. I might get crucified. Black, shut up! The Blue Room was fire. It is fire, but I would love.
Ill Will and A-Ward was on.
So I'm saying, it was on a max out stage. So I would love for them to keep this going, but then travel back to that Believe Hall every once in a while.
Yeah, and even like I know a lot of people are saying is the big stage over. No, I still want the big stage.
I want both.
I love the big stage, but I also I want both. So the Blue Room's phenomenal. It has a purpose, and its setting is unbelievable. Yeah. So definitely continue that. And in my opinion,
I think as a coach we can have both. I know people want this way, that way, but why can't
you can have both? You definitely have both.
I think we can have both. But since RBE for this style, a pit style salute. Where do you want to start?
We could start, I guess, in the beginning, like the main cardish time.
Yeah, I mean,
like RXQB, Show Off Head Ice, right around there.
We can start right there. RXQB, I thought was a good battle. I enjoyed myself. People say like they had like gripes with this battle, but like outside of the turbulence in the third from RX, I'm like it's a solid joint, especially for the ladies. Like material, substance wise, and disrespect. Bars, I feel like they delivered. They delivered for the most part.
Yeah,
so I was rocking this battle.
Yeah, I agree with that. Overall, pretty decent battle. I think RX pen has to kind of be brought to the light a little bit more.
Okay.
Like her pen is there. Yeah. I wish the delivery was obviously, you know, there's some things that we got to speak about on that, but.
And I thought she was doing good until the third. Because I seen her, I was there obviously in person. The Alvarez King battle event. I feel like this is a major step up from that battle for me. Just saying.
Yeah, Jazz and then QB. Like she's getting these big names. It's time to. I mean, I feel the pen was there. If you really were listening, like she was definitely saying some stuff, but it was just when it came to like the cleanliness and like the actual delivery, the projection and stuff, little bit to work on still. But QB was good. You know, she was QB. Yeah. You know, I thought she had way cleaner performance, but I think RX's pen was just a little bit better. But overall, good battle. Good battle.
What did you give it to? That's what you're saying. I mean, you want me? I can tell you who I had.
I think I'm still leaning RX, even with the little mishaps, because I felt like her pen was just better. I guess it depends on what you prefer in the battle. Her performance, I guess QB's performance was better.
I had QB's energy and performance, and a lot of times her bars as well. I think I gave her the first. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't transcribe this battle, so
this is off live watch. Yeah, this is one watch for me
with no transcribing. So I think I gave her the first and the third clear.
Okay.
So I think
the third is when she was definitely pretty choppy.
She had a great angle. Like, is this disrespect or intellect? Disrespect my. Okay, just keep going with it.
Yeah, but then
dropped the ball low key.
I think maybe I preferred her content. Yeah, I think there was stuff from QB. I'm like, I either heard it before or I just wasn't feeling. Maybe that's why I kind of leaned towards RX, but. Definitely QB's performance and cleanliness was way past RX, but overall decent battle.
All right, I'm gonna say this again: respect to the Wolf, respect to Show Off. Maybe it's my expectations,
right?
You know what I mean, and how I carry certain things and what I've seen before. I kind of just put that onto the battle, like what I want, what I expect to see. And I feel like I didn't really see that again. I feel like if you put to show off that battle. Jag in this battle. It's with all respect.
Chef Trez, Jag.
Trez, I feel like we didn't get any of those. I do still believe that Show Off won the battle 2-1, but I was expecting complete conquering.
Right.
I expect either that or him getting conquered by the wolf. One of the two. On top of it, we gotta realize the Calico battle is on a balance. Calico's in the building.
He's still calling him out. He's
talking ish. So I'm like, okay, this is the battle. I'm like, yo, you gotta battle me next. And I feel like I gotta see the Show Off too. Show Off gonna be here on Champion. That wasn't it. Do I still think he deserves battle? Of course.
Oh yeah,
I feel like if Calico watches this, he gonna be like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm saying so, but I had Show Off winning.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent battle. I won't say it was great. I will say there were flashes from both battlers in each round.
Head Ice had one of the bars of the night.
Head Ice, like even in the beginning of his first round, then he had he ended his third really well. Flashes in the second, but I think I edged Show Off the first two. I think I might have gave Head Ice the third. Again, that was off the live watch. I was not able to watch that back yet, but yeah, like you said, I still think he has put in the work on RBE and shown that he does. Like he's battled big names, battled plenty of names before. I think like it wouldn't be. I'd be interested in a Show Off Calico battle. I'd like to see that kind of back and forth from both of them. And just like we were talking about when DNA took a loss, that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing. Show Off. He didn't have a bad performance, but it wasn't up to par.
He won and I gotta apologize for this. You know what I mean? I don't know if I said it in the Champion video or I said it on the Spaces. Or I probably kept it in my head. I said, listen, because this is pertaining to we have to go into Goodz versus Calico.
Right. I'm
like, I would have rather Show Off versus Calico. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Goodz versus someone else on the card, maybe. I think things were just fine with what Goodz and Calico gave us. I think I need to shut up.
Goodz and Calico.
Maybe next card, but Goodz and Calico did they think. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I apologize for that. Should we jump straight up? You know what?